Thank you for visiting me on YouTube. My name is Brian. After I seen the ABC News debate with the Democratic Party, Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, you notice that a lot of people are very much in an uproar over the questions that were answered from George Stephanopolous and Charlie Gibson. Earlier this week, we heard a lot of the questions being raised about Jeremiah Wright and Bill Ayers. And this is mostly coming from Fox News Channel. Well, on one of Hannity's shows, George Stephanopolous was being interviewed by Hannity about the debate coming up, and Hannity asked George Stephanopolous about the questions that he was going to ask. Hannity made it clear that he wanted to know why Barack Obama has these associations with Jeremiah Wright and Bill Ayers. Bill Ayers is a professor in Chicago University, and Jeremiah Wright was the former pastor of Barack Obama's Trinity United Church of Christ, who caused controversy back a month ago when bits and pieces of his sermons ended up on YouTube, as you can tell right now. Well, a lot of people have been telling you that the associations issue is not the real important issue, but Sean Hannity, as well as Bill O'Reilly and Rush Limbaugh, are trying to harp this issue down on people, and even some of their viewers and listeners are getting tired of hearing them talk about it. But nonetheless, they're going to continue to push this issue because Jeremiah Wright and Bill Ayers, as well as many others on the supporter side of Barack Obama, have warned Sean Hannity and Bill O'Reilly not to press this issue too much. Well, you know it's going to backfire in their faces anyway, because the more I hear them talk about it, is the less relevant it becomes. As many people are facing the challenge of paying $4 at the pump, or in some places like California and Hawaii, $5, we got to realize that the economy is our biggest issue. The war in Iraq and Afghanistan are also big issues. The home foreclosure crisis is a big issue. High food prices, high oil prices, lack in shopping, which means retail sales are down. We got to realize that this is the issues that are facing Americans, as well as the layover of troop withdrawal. I mean, troops are now reduced from 15 to 12 months again. It's going to continue to be like that from the spring to summer because, once again, President Bush is steadfastly not going to withdraw troops out of Iraq or Afghanistan. While we're diverted with the issues at hand, John McCain is getting this golden pass right now through the media because the media hasn't caught him in a gaffe yet. And of course, the Fox News people won't address it. ABC and NBC, CBS and MSNBC and CNN will probably address it, but then they'll get shunned by right-wing pundits because they are following the liberal bias trade, which is not true. As many people realize that John McCain is being given a free pass through the media, we've been focused on Barack Obama's words like the small town comment, the words of his pastor, or the association with a former radical. I mean, it's just unreal. Senator Clinton had to go through this too with the Bosnia story and the gun story and also the hospital story. All that stuff is not relevant. That's just talk. A lot of people talk a lot. I mean, you've never been to any of these events. This is probably the reason why Fox News doesn't have many chances of getting with Senator Obama or Senator Clinton. They refuse to go on most of their network programming because it's so slanted to the right. It's unreal for them to even get an opinion out. Or, in my opinion, I think Sean Hannity and Bill O'Reilly are afraid to face him up front because they'd have been denounced on live television or on recorded television in the case of Bill O'Reilly. But you got to realize that the reason why a lot of the liberal bloggers and some of the moderate and independent bloggers are going after Fox News, as well as now ABC, is because of the tactics used. As I remind you, Karl Rove is a part of Fox News now. Karl Rove plus Fox News equals sabotage election. So Karl Rove, maybe he's twiddling his thumbs right now as an analyst, but right behind the scenes, he's trying to make John McCain look good and make the Democrats look bad. That's his goal. And with Roger Ailes and Rupert Murdoch at the helm, it seems like it's a possibility that McCain may become president because they're going to divert the issues of the first black candidate and the first woman candidate in a party that was once slavery and racism. Now it's switched sides to prosperity and unity, to a side that used to support the issues of black people to now just being a party of old rich white men. Now, for those who are black Republican, I want you to realize that although y'all may not support Barack Obama as a candidate, you're going to have to give him props because he's the first black candidate that made it this far. We had seen Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson and Carol Moseley Braun all be laughed right out of the door. We even see Cindy McKinley be laughed right out the door. Many of these people are successful black people. And of course, black Republicans want to always point the finger in the direction of people like me because we are those people who want to be on welfare or who want to be poverty pimps and all that other garbage that y'all can think of. You people got to realize that we as black Americans got to stand up and help one another. If you don't want to help me, that's fine. I don't care if you're Larry Elder or Jesse Lee Peterson or whoever you can think of. But my concerns are simple. I'm concerned about the economy, I'm concerned about the job market, and I'm concerned about the price of food and oil. If y'all don't understand what's going on, then y'all blinded just as bad as some of those Republican talkers. And what makes it so bad, in the case of Sean Hannity, it seems like it's going to be backfiring in his face in the coming weeks because more people are going to dig into Sean Hannity's background. I mean, already they're digging into Sean Hannity's background. He's trying to live in a $10 million mansion. He's trying to become this superstar of talk radio, trying to outwit Rush Limbaugh. And he's the one who takes credit for the Jeremiah Wright and Bill Ayers issue. He claims the credit. So when people start focusing their hate towards someone, focuses on Hannity. He doesn't mind the controversy. That's what he makes a living on doing, as well as Bill O'Reilly and Rush Limbaugh. So if you're looking at Operation Chaos, it's really breaking up the Republican Party, not the Democratic Party. Okay, that's all I got to say. Once again, thank you for viewing my video. Post your comments at the bottom. If you have any questions about the videos or anything, just send me a message. If you want to know my personal opinion on the issues, just send me a shout out. Thanks again for viewing my video. And if anything else happens in the media, as always, you can always change the channel. You don't always have to agree to them. It's America. You have the freedom of speech.